Okay, hello and welcome back. I'm Justana, your host. We are continuing with Cataclysm Classic. I did not stream Sunday because I found out after I streamed last week that not after, but I forgot that my sister asked me to dog sit Saturday night. And by the time Sunday rolled around, I was too tired. And I didn't want to stream in that state because I wouldn't fully appreciate the story. And then tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment, so I'm streaming today because I don't want to miss an entire week of streams. So we are continuing with Cataclysm Classic this week. And we're almost level 50. And the Brewfest started today, which it's their version of Oktoberfest, which is a German holiday. I forget exactly what it celebrates. While that's loading. Let's see if I turn on my dashboard so I can see if I have any people in chat. Is that it? That's it. Okay, so let's see. That. So let's see. Oktoberfest. It's the world's largest Volksfest featuring a beer festival and a traveling carnival, and it's held annually in Munich, Bavaria from mid or late September to the first Sunday in October, with more than 6 million international and national visitors attending the event. Locally, it's called the Weissen, after the colloquial name for the fairgrounds. I'm not even going to try that. Oktoberfest is an important part of local culture, having been held since the year 1810, with intermissions. Other cities across the world also hold Oktoberfest celebrations that are modeled after the original Munich event. So I actually got to attend one of those. My best friend took German for at least one semester, maybe two, and they attended Oktoberfest as part of that to understand the culture, German culture. And so I went with him, and I actually still have the t-shirt. It's a little worn around the edges, but I still have it. And if you'll notice, I am not in Tanaris, where I logged out, but I did do some farming of for heavy leather to work on my leatherworking, and Dark Moon Fair is up this week, but I went ahead and did that off stream because I've done that on stream a couple times, so you don't need to see me keep doing that. And I missed Pirate Day, but I don't care about that anyway. So Brewfest actually started last Friday, as we can tell on the calendar. So here we go.
What can I do for you?
No other holiday matches the feasting and drinking of Brewfest. Brewfest! Speak to the Brewfest organizer at Brewfest grounds outside Ironforge and receive a free beer. Speak to the Brewfest organizer. You will be able to choose one of these rewards: Barley Brew Clear, Thunder 45, Gordock Grog.
Safe travels.
So here's the Dark Moon Fair mage that can send me there, but I'm not going to. Horde side, you're actually sent to Orgrimmar. It takes place outside there. In case you're curious. And I can actually mount up. I'm fine. Hello. There we go. My tablet doesn't always keep up with my stream. I mean, it's going to be a slight delay between my tablet and my stream, but sometimes it just freezes. So once I finish Brewfest, then I will head back to Tanaris to finish that up. My intention is to finish Tanaris today. If I go over some, then I go over, because I want to get Tanaris done. There isn't that much, actually. There's basically two storylines that I was alternating between, so just needing to finish both of them. Why does my tablet do this to me? There we go. To be fair, my tablet is kind of old. And my room is basically the furthest from the router in the house. So rather than deal with an intermittent connection for my computer, I actually have a hardline connection to the internet for that, but not for my tablet. And I can't connect to the my cell phone service because it's not on the cell phone plan, and I have no intention of actually adding to it, because then I'd have to pay for both my cell phone and my tablet, and just the cell phone is enough. If I really want to, I can keep an eye on the stream from my phone if my tablet keeps having trouble. I just prefer to use my tablet because it's bigger. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do after Tanaris. I'll probably go on to Ungoro Crater. I mentioned during last week's War Within stream that there are several zones in Azeroth that have similar names. We have Oldham, which is actually right next door to Tanaris, but I can't go there until I'm high enough level. I mean, I could, but I'd get my butt handed to me if I did that. There's also, I keep wanting to say Ul'dah, but that's FF14. There's also Ulduar, which is a raid in Northrend. It was released, it wasn't the final raid, because the final raid was of course going after the Lich King, but I think it was the second to last. And then there's the actual questing zone that Ulduar is attached to in Northrend. So I'm not going to bother going to the Flight Master because I can just ride outside, because that's where the Brewfest is taking place, is outside Ironforge. Oh, and we are interacting with Moira Thorson during the War Within, so I don't know if people are following both of those, but she does, she is a significant personage, I guess you could say, in World of Warcraft, but that really only becomes apparent later. So we're actually going to make a quick stop at the throne room here in Ironforge. Basically, right now the dwarves are being ruled by a council of 3 dwarves. They're the leaders of 3 dwarven factions. So here they are. We have Muradin Bronzebeard. He's Moira's uncle. This is Moira Thorison. She married the leader of the Dark Irons and then were sent to kill him, which obviously does happen. And then this is Falstad Wildhammer. He leads another faction of dwarves. They are based in the hinterlands. And they're actually, I think there's more dwarven clans in one of the Cata zones. But we're not going to encounter them until we get to that level, which is going to be a while at this rate. So if you notice, right next to Moira was a baby in a crib. That's her son, Muradin's nephew. And her father, I I don't know if I can actually go down to see near, my father. Gosh, I forgot his name. Magni. I think there... We do eventually go down that way, but I can't remember for what quest. And I'm not going to spend too much time talking about for that because I want to get through Brewfest and then through Tanaris. So got a lot I want to do. So here we go. And there's Moira has two uncles. There's Muradin, who's co-ruling Ironforge with her, and Falstad, and then there's Bran Bronzebeard, who's basically an archaeologist and explorer. And honestly, it feels like Moira's son, who suddenly is no longer a baby in the War Within, he is such a scholar. He's truly taking after his uncle. Well, great uncle. Bran would be his great uncle because he's Moira's uncle, his mother's uncle. Okay, so we're almost there. Stupid tablet. So this is Brewfest. Here we go. Hi there. Hello, friend. Welcome to the Brewfest grounds. Welcome, friend, to the Brewfest grounds. Gosh. There's much to enjoy here while we're celebrating the spirits of friendly competition between rival breweries. If you have any questions, let me know. Brewfest. Oh, come for your free beer. So it's so I can't drink this, but I'm gonna pick it because I just saw it. So the tapping of the keg. Twice a day at 6:15 in the morning and 6:15 in the evening, the High Tinker Mechator himself comes out to the Brewfest grounds for the tapping of the keg ceremony. Don't miss it. Food and drink. Brewfest is all about enjoying the very best food and drink in the lands, and that's no exaggeration. Just take a gander at the many invigorating handcrafted beers and holiday sausages, pretzels, and cheeses available. You'll find nothing better, and for so little coin. Tokens and souvenirs. Next to the beer and sausage, the most popular part of Brewfest is the souvenirs. From traditional holiday cards to mini cakes of tasty brew, all sorts of Brewfest themed items are available from Belby Quick Switch. Just be sure to have plenty of Brewfest prize tokens on hand, as it's the only way to buy them. You can earn prize tokens by helping out around the Brewfest grounds. Ram racing. Ram racing is one of the greatest traditions of Brewfest. Speak to Paul Amberstill down by the Ram stable if you want to learn more. It's a right hoot and can be a great way to earn Brewfest prize tokens. Brew of the Month Club. With enough tokens, you can join the Brew of the Month Club. Being in the Brew of the Month Club is like having a Brewfest all year round. Every month you will receive mail with a new brew to try out. If you like that brew, you can go to the Stonefire Tavern in Ironforge and buy more from the vendors there. Dark Iron Dwarf attacks, which is happening. Brewfest is the perfect holiday, but it's got one catch: Dark Iron Dwarf attacks. They happen nearly every half hour. The attackers target the kegs that dispense a free brew. It's really good brew that the brewmasters are giving out. Look, if you're around the Dark Iron Doors show up, lend a hand and protect the free brew.
Be good.
Okay, so what we're gonna do. Oh, I need an empty Brewfest site. So basically what happens is, nope, that's not an empty one. Oh, right. Hang on. There we go. Did some fishing and forgot to empty my bags a little. There we go. So you basically just keep drinking to stop the Dark Irons. And obviously, with just me here, it's not going well. Rude. Instead of putting them back to the Grim Guzzler, and we'll drink to the 6 that were injured. It goes better if there's more players. Goldark Snipe Hunter. Catch the wild Warpletinker. It's fun. I'll tell you, the only proper way to hunt is when you're good and hammered.
See you soon.
Here now, you hear that? There be sounds in them hills. Those are the Warpletinkers. Wily beasts they are, attracted by the smell of the Brewfest. I have a mind to catch me some, but knock me shin and kinda run the buggers. You can help me though. Take this net and cast it over little blankets. Bring me a good 5 of them, and I'll make it worth your while. One more thing, you gotta see through the eyes of a drunk to spot them. Load up on the booze or ask me for some synth-brew goggles. Goldark Snipe Hunter has asked you to capture 5 stunned Warpletingers using the Warpletinger net. You mentioned that you must be intoxicated or wearing synth-brew goggles. Pink Elk on Parade. Getting drunk is a time-honored tradition at Brewfest. It's damn near required. Thing is, I'm getting reports across Azeroth saying the celebration's plagued by hallucinations. We can't have that. These relics can't be harmed by normal weapons. They pass right through them. So take this fabulous piece of gnomish machinery, visit the other beer gardens, and zap them into oblivion. Remember, you have to be drunk or wearing synth-proof goggles to see them. Talk to me if you need a pair. Visit the beer gardens outside of Stormwind, Darnassus, and the Exodar, zap 3 Alex at each location, and return to Goldark Snipe Hunter. You must be drunk or wearing synth-proof goggles to see the pink elephants. Alex. Alex are basically elephants. Okay. Haha. Alright.
How are ya?
Is there another way to I can help out? We want everyone to have fun at Brewfest. It would also help if we had some people remember it as well. These goggles allow anyone to experience what it's like to be drunk, but without the drinking part. Put the goggles on and you're drunk. Take them off and you're sober. Are you interested in a pair? I'd like a pair of synth-proof goggles. There we go.
Honored, I'm sure.
Chug and chug. Hey there, you look like you can handle your brew, but can you handle your brew mud? The Dark Guys have come back with a vengeance to ruin our celebration. Tossing muds at them is the best way to stop them. But first, let's see if you can toss one at old STOUT here. It's easy. Pick up a complimentary sampler and take a drink. Just make sure you're facing STOUT. Talk to me after you've hit him 5 times. Use a complimentary Brewfest sampler to hit STOUT 5 times, then talk to Boxy Bolt Spinner.
Very good.
Okay. So it's practice for what I was doing earlier, but obviously I've done this before, so I didn't really need to do it, but since I've never done these quests on this character, of course, they're all available. I think you can still do them even if you have actually done the quest before, but not until the following year. Do you know what that was? Gnomish engineering at its finest. STOUT took the abuse like a champ. I think you're ready now to take on the Dyke Irons if they show up again.
Very well then.
Okay. Ram Racing Master. Neil Ramstein. Hey there, just because I can race rams better than anyone else doesn't mean I won't pitch in and help out the brewers. You can help out if you like. But wait, there's more. Helping out with Brewfest means you get a chance to ride some of the fastest rams in the realms. Now this is ram racing, almost.
Very good.
So you want to check out the racing rams? Well, I hope you're ready for speed. But before I let you loose in the world, you'll need to show me that you can handle these fine creatures. So here's the deal. I'll lend you some racing reins and the use of a ram. You need to prove me that you can handle using these rams. Keep the ram at a trot, canter, and gallop for 8 seconds each. If you need instructions how to handle the ram, talk to my apprentice, Paul Amberstill. You have 4 minutes to ride that ram and maintain 3 different levels of speed for 8 seconds.
Watch your back.
Okay. Right.
Not ready yet. You can't use that item yet. It's still recharging. It's not ready yet.
Okay.
Interest you on a pint? Off with you.
Nice work there. It takes time to get the hang of controlling your RAM, but once you do, you'll wish every RAM was a racing RAM. What's that? Where's my reward? Ha ha ha! You got that right, the fastest RAM around. You want more? Well, how about this? You've been rewarded with a chance to help other people around Brewfest. There's plenty of work and rewards for an eager young RAM racer.
Watch your back. Off with you. Be good.
I don't want to do that. Okay, let's see. Okay, where are the synth brew goggles? I know he gave them to me. Where did they end up? There they are. Nope! Dang it, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. So you can get drunk, and as you can see, it changes the look of your game, and you can get even more drunk than this. Even just walking affects, it changes if you drink too much in game, which I think is great, but it's a little annoying at times. But it just goes to show that I'm not the sort of person who likes to get drunk. Synth brew goggles. Okay. I'll put up with it for now. Right, this way. Frickin' tablet.
You got my attention.
That's what I want to
See you
do.
soon.
When you're drunk enough to see the little buggers.
Watch your back.
Well, looky there, you've got yourself a right bushel of Warble thingers, you do. It's a deep drink from the tankard. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Since you're such a Worgen Hunter, I'll let you keep one of these for your very own. Does your Warble finger linger? There we go. Let's actually get and do this. Great. Okay, back to Ironforge to visit Bank. And then I don't know if I'm gonna do all of the Pink Alex stuff. On stream because it is a bit of a long, takes a while to travel between the three of those. But I can at least visit Goldshire and show you what the pink Alex look like. But first I'm gonna stop at the bank and toss some of this other stuff that I got in there. Should have done that beforehand.
What's on your mind?
Okay. Let's see. That's heavy leather. Jasmine. Ember silk. That's quite a bit of ember silk. Obsidian. Tail. And can sell that. I can sell that. Sell that. Sell. Okay.
Watch your back.
Okay. Hearthstone. Gotta love it. Okay, before I go anywhere, let's sell some stuff to you.
Safe travels.
Yeah, okay. Here we go. So, all those quests are the same every year. It doesn't change. Whereas with FF14, it's an ongoing story that progresses each year. And if you want the goodies from the previous years, you have to buy them with real world money.
Be careful.
Which I create lots of alts, so it's not practical because of course any goodies that you buy are only for one character, except for mounts. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. If I really want something on one particular character, then yes, I will buy whatever for that character, but I won't buy it for every single character. Okay. Since Brew got those time. It was funny, I have a Draenei character that I've been working on in Azure Mist, which is their starting zone. And I was thinking, you know, I remember something about pink elephants? And then Brewfest came up, I was like, that's right, it was a Brewfest thing. Where the heck are these elephants? I think it's over here, because it said over by Brewfest. No, this is... I do need to actually visit a trainer. Where's Brewfest? I forget where it is. And that's the thing, once you've actually done everything for a holiday, there's no point in doing it again and again. Like, the only reason I pay attention to the All Hallows Eve event is because it's that mount that I want. You can only get it during that. But there isn't something similar during Brewfest. So once I got everything from Brewfest on one character and it shows up for all characters, there wasn't a point to continuing to do Brewfest. But that's one of the fun things about FF14's way FF14 does their holidays, is it gives you a reason to keep participating in the holidays. Where the heck? is it? Are they? This is so stupid. Wandering around looking drunk, trying to find pink Alex. Oh, please. Oh, I wonder if they're actually by the entrance to Stormwind. See, even riding your horse is trickier when you're drunk. Because it just says Elwyn Pink Forest, Pink Alec. There they are. But, I think it's a reference to the Disney song Pink Elephants on Parade from Dumbo, when Dumbo and Timothy accidentally drink champagne and get drunk. Okay, there's that one. I don't think I've actually visited a Zormist on stream. So all the decorations change whenever there's a holiday going on. As you can see, I think you know before with Midsummer, so these are all the Brewfest decorations. But when I logged in earlier this week, I can't remember if it was Sunday or yesterday, and I noticed the decorations, I was like, oh, I guess I know part of what I'm gonna do when I log in to do stream Cata. But there isn't anything that gives you an experience buff like Midsummer did. I did want to stay there. I didn't want to come this way. Dang it. The old barracks. This actually all happened during the pre-expansion event. Basically, Deathwing came along and destroyed this part of Stormwind and then flew off. And actually, you visit this area leading up to going to one of the zones, one of the Cata zones. Whee! Ow, my ankles. Oh, my horse's ankles. Time for wait for the boat. So there are people who complain about how things changed in World of Warcraft with the release of Cataclysm. and how it was so much better in Wrath of the Lich King and stuff. And I'm like, I tried and I didn't say anything, but I'm like, I tried playing Classic and Burning Crusade Classic and Wrath of the Lich King Classic, and the fighting style drove me crazy. I just could not. It was hard to enjoy the story when fighting mobs was so painfully slow at times. And Kata was when I started playing, and I really liked the play style during Kata. So I was delighted when they decided to release Kata Classic. And I'm already paying for retail anyway, so may as well enjoy both. Like, I'm not a hardcore raider. I never have been. That's never been something that's interested me. So people complaining about how there's only so much time you have to choose between raiding and retail or raiding and classic. It's like, that's not a problem for me. The problem for me is, do I want to quest in classic or do I want to quest in retail? And retail right now is the War Within, and it'll only take me so long to get through the War Within. And what I like is actually starting with Classic. They started doing Looking for Raid, which allowed you to do raids in a group finder, basically. Before that, you had to find a guild or a group of players that were doing the raid regularly. And yes, Looking for Raid is an easier version of the fight. But for those of us who are just here for the story, who just want to know what happens next, that's great, because it gives me a chance to enjoy raids without having to worry about making sure I have time to actually do the raids every week. Stay at a specific time every week. I can do them whenever I actually have free time, which I don't always know when I'm going to have the time to raid. So I am quite happy if they keep releasing the classic versions of the expansions. I will keep playing them because I enjoyed all the stories. I really would have loved to have experienced vanilla, as they call it, Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King as if they were current content. But I just could not get past the difference in how to play. Like, with Hunter, up until Kata, you had to have ammunition in your bag. One of your bag slots was taken up by an ammunition slot, and if you ran out of arrows or bullets or whatever, then you couldn't use your ranged weapon. You had to switch to using your melee weapon. And that was annoying. Because I'm used to just being able to just keep shooting regardless, as if I basically have an unending number of arrows or bullets. So I believe, I've been here to Darnassus, of course. I believe the pink Elex will actually be at the entrance to Darnassus from the rest of Teldrassil. And with melee classes like Paladin, you actually had to wait for abilities to come off cooldown and just auto attack your enemies, which that was annoying as all get out. And you ran out of mana much quicker as a caster. And so I found it really hard to enjoy playing Classic before Kata, because to me it was just painfully slow. And if there was a way that I could experience quests from before they changed them for Cataclysm, I would eat that up. but if I have to play like you were expected to at the time, no thank you. But, you know, most of the people who are complaining about the changes that brought about by Cataclysm were the people who really enjoyed playing World of Warcraft up to Wrath of the Lich King. And they enjoyed that playstyle, and I'm just like, yeah, kudos to you, I do not. Okay, so now to get to Azurmis, we can either take a boat, or we can fly. So we're going to the Exodar. So basically what happened, the Draenei are not from Azeroth originally. They flew here on a big spaceship called the Exodar, and it crashed on Azurmis Isle and scattered basically radioactive crystals across Azurmis Isle and Bloodmist Isle, which is the isle right next to Azurmis. And basically caused a mess. And so when you start out here as a Draenei character, you're basically trying to help figure out what change. This is where the actual starting zone for Draenei characters. You're trying to figure out what happened and what you can do to fix it, basically. Music is so pretty. Interestingly, in Azurmis and Bloodmist, as well as the Blood Elf starting zone, you cannot fly. Even if you get the Flight Message license that allows you to fly everywhere else in Kalimdor and the Eastern Kingdoms, you cannot fly here or in the Blood Elf starting zones. And part of that is because they have... I'm not quite sure exactly why, but it has to do with the designs of the zones. Once they decided to include flying because flying actually didn't become a thing until Burning Crusade, and you could only fly in Outland because there was just some areas you had to be able to fly to get to them. Giblet, that's such a cute name for a kitty. And so I think they didn't actually make it possible for people to fly in Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor, the two main continents, until Cata, because they were revamping it anyway for Cataclysm, so they were able to account for the fact that players would want to be able to fly everywhere. But they didn't want to do, they didn't revamp the Draenei or Blood Elf starting zones, so you can't fly in either of them. And they're the ones that were, and the reason those areas in particular is because Draenei and Blood Elves were introduced in Burning Crusade. But, and then the next races to be added were the Worgen and Goblins with Cataclysm. So you can't even visit the Goblin starting area anyway. It got blown up if I remember correctly. But the Worgen starting zone is part of Kalimdor. No, not Kalimdor, Eastern Kingdoms. So it was part of the revamp that to allow flying. And I think someone
Open
said
your
that
heart
they
to the
kind
light.
of wish they
May
hadn't,
your days be long and your
oh,
hardships
I
few.
can't use that yet. For 11 minutes.
The Naru have not forgotten us. Be well.
So they could just incorporate flying, and I think they did the same with other races that eventually were added. With the introduction of flying, that it's just naturally part of the design of the zones is to allow for flying, but it's not the same case in the Draenei and Blood Elf starting zones. So it makes exploring these areas as the opposing faction interesting, because at least if you can fly high enough that the enemy guards won't be able to attack you. But here, you just kind of have to suck it up and accept that you'll be attacked and killed. But the cost of flying, as well as the license to fly in the various zones, because I think there's a cost to actually fly, which automatically allows you to fly in outland zones. And then there's a cold weather flying certificate that allows you to fly in northern zones. And then there's a flying certificate to allow you to fly in Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor. And I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure they're all kind of expensive, and I don't even I'm struggling to pay for everything that I need to. Please don't go away. Don't leave yet. I'm coming. Wait for me. No, not yet. No! Ah! Dang it. If I could fly, I would have made that. Or if I'd had faster flying, faster riding even. So before Cata, to get from Kalimdor to the Eastern Kingdoms, you actually had to go to Darkshore. Oh, I can't zoom out. Yeah, you had to go to Darkshore, come down here to Aberdeen, and it would take you to the wetlands in Eastern Kingdoms, where now you catch the boat to go to Theramore, and then you go from the wetlands to Ironforge. And depending on what level you were when you were doing that, it is very likely that you would have died several times on the way there, because it was very likely you were severely under leveled for that area. I might just as well have waited for my hearthstone to come off cooldown. We'll see how long that takes. So I can't really do anything with my leather working right now because I need heavy hide, which is a rare drop. And all the recipes that use heavy leather require heavy hide. So basically, I have to use Darkmoon Fair to get my leather working up high enough that I can move on to thick hide, thick leather. because there was not good communication between the people who designed leatherworking and came up with the drops for skinning. Let's see. I mean, there's this, but I don't have elemental earth. I do have elemental water. These are kind of a pain to get. I mean, I could do this, but I need an iron buckle, which is only made by blacksmiths. And then guardian gloves requires cured heavy hide. Heavy hide has a very low drop rate. I mean, I could do dusty bracers, but look at how much heavy leather is needed just for one pair. And green leather bracers, less heavy leather, but it requires cured heavy hide. Barbaric shoulders, heavy leather, and cured heavy hide. And let's look at how many pieces of heavy leather just for one dusky leather armor, and it requires shadow oil, which is an alchemy recipe. And I do have the green whelp armor, but I would need to get green whelp scales. I would need to go to Feralus to get those. So those are all the recipes that will be guaranteed to level my leatherworking. The green recipes will maybe level my leatherworking, but no guarantee. It's not guaranteed the way the orange recipes are. So yeah, someone did not think things through there. If I were on retail, I would honestly probably just buy it from the auction house. But no one's Classic is not very active. At least the auction house is not very active on this server. I don't know what it's like on other servers. And I don't have a lot of money as it is. I can make a quick stop at the... Oh look, my Hearthstone is still on cooldown, so it was still quicker even though I had to wait for the stupid boat. So I can visit the auction house real quick and you can get an idea of what it's like. So there's two auction houses, just like there's two banks, and they're basically on the opposite side of the banks. So where there's a bank, there's an auction house nearby. What's my first aid look like? Why did I do that? I can just look here. Oh, right. I'm on Runecroft bandages. I don't have Runecroft on her. It'll be a while before I actually get to it. My tablet is being a pain. Okay. So this is called the Trade District because it has all the shops and stuff, including the bank, as evidenced by that icon, and the auction house, which it's usually symbolized by, here it is. There's the auction house sign. So these are a couple players. Let's see, trade goods, leather. Let's see. That's the only heavy leather being, there's not even heavy hide. It's just heavy leather and heavy stone, which comes from mining iron. And this is only 6 pieces of heavy leather. That doesn't do me much good. I would need a lot more, so I'm better off just farming it myself. Let's see, what elemental stuff? Earth. This is all the Cata quality. If I want to know about the actual elemental earth, I'd have to search for that specifically. And there's none. Elemental water. Nope. So yeah, sometimes the auction house is great. I could probably actually visit the auction house on retail and pick up the leather that I need to finish my dragonflight leather, working on just the other Gypsana. But I'm not that worried about it. Instead of faffing around with the deep run tram, we're just gonna take the flight map. We're just gonna fly there. I need a ride. Yeah, let's actually just go to Keranos. Because in some ways that's easier than going to Ironforge. Keranos is like the Dunmerog's version of Goldshire. It's the first resident hub that dwarf and gnome players will encounter. It's raining. Jeez, it's taking me an hour just to get through this. Yeah, I said I wasn't gonna do the entire pink Alec thing, and yet look, I did anyway. I want to finish Tanaris. I want to get it done and dusted. Remember when I called it Gadgetsing because I forgot the name of the zone itself? So this is Brain Steps. This was one of the locations for the pre-expansion event for the War Within. That's Blackrock Mountain, I think. Yeah. And north of it is Syrian Gorge, and then north of that is Dunmerog, and then that, Dunmerog, which is where we're headed actually. So, and we quested in Red Ridge Mountains. So it's Red Ridge Mountains, north of that is Burning Steppe, north of that is Syrian Gorge, and then north of that is Dunmerog. And then north of Dunmerog is the wetlands. And then north of the wetlands is Arathi Highlands. And then above that is Hinterlands and the Western Plaguelands. And then kind of not really, it's kind of sandwiched between Tirisfal Glades, which is where undead players start, though they're called Forsaken, and then sandwiched between that and Eastern Plaguelands, which we did quest in. And then north of that is the Ghostlands, which is where one of the zones where Blood Elf players start. It's the second zone. The first zone is, I forget what it's called, Eversong Woods. And honestly, Eversong Woods looks like it's in permanent autumn. So I associate it with autumn, basically, whereas with Elwyn Forest, I associate it with spring. Dunmerog, obviously, I associate it with winter. And pretty much any desert I associate with summer. But I don't know if you've been paying attention to the maps when I'm traveling between the continents, but basically Kalimdor and Eastern Kingdoms are both long and thin. So there's a lot of zones that are stacked north to south with each other. So this is all, like, there's a quest here that would actually give me a recipe, but I'm not going to bother with it because you actually just, it uses meat from mobs that are only here in Dunmerog, and it wouldn't actually do any good for leveling my cooking, because it would be great for me once I learned it. The only satisfaction would be knowing I have that recipe. And there's actually some recipes from a dude in Westfall that I completely forgot he had recipes to pick up. I only found it because I was looking something up for one of my other characters. Okay. Alright, he's over here. There you are.
Hi.
Pink Alex on parade.
Watch your back.
Are those pesky pink Alex gone yet?
Off with
Good
you.
work, Pink Alex. What a preposterous notion.
See you soon.
Okay. So we're actually going to go back to Caranos and pick up the flight down to Booty Bay to go back to Tanaris. That is the one nice thing about the taxis in World of Warcraft. You can take them from anywhere to anywhere. In Final Fantasy XIV, you can't do that. They have set routes, and those are the only routes you can take. You can't use the taxis the same way because you can teleport everywhere. So why would you want to take a taxi anywhere? Aside from the fact that taxis are cheap, yes, it's a little more time, but you do save a little money by taking taxis, and plus you can enjoy the scenery while you're at it. So I can go all the way down here to Booty Bay. It's a long flight, so settle in. So if I'm going to do any of the other quests for Brewfest, it will be off stream because I find them annoying and I don't want to be complaining the whole time. And plus, it's taken me long enough as it is to actually get back to going to Tanaris. So actually, Booty Bay will take me to what's it called? It won't actually take me directly to Tanaris. It'll take me to Ratchet, I think it's called. It's in Northern Stranglethorn. It's the only neutral port aside from Theramore, which, oh god, I could have just, I'm so stupid. I could have just flown to Menethil and taken the boat to Theramore, which actually would have been quicker. So let's see where this will drop me off. Because this just requests stop at the next available flight master. I don't know where that is. Will it take me to Stormwind or Sand Gorge or Burning Steps? We'll find out. So there are actually 2 dungeons in Blackrock Mountain. And they're actually, it's like one big dungeon, but it's in 2 sections. And you can get very lost there. I know this from personal experience. But there's a quest that you can pick up at level 50 where you have to do something there for your class, and it will give you a helmet. Okay, it looks like it's going to take me to Stormwind. I feel silly for not thinking of going to Menethil until I was on the flight path. I'm fine. Yep, going to Stormwind. Yay. So, Stormwind itself is actually midway, I think, between Booty Bay and Menethil Harbor. Okay, so Manethil Harbor, 3 silver, 23 copper. 5 silver, 36 copper. Okay, so we're going north instead of south. Okay, nothing interesting going on. So yeah, this is part of the human starting zone. This was actually my very first starting zone, was here. So I have a fondness for this area as it is, and I need to really work on getting my rep with Stormwind up, because the higher your reputation is with a faction, the cheaper goods and services are from them. So one way that you can do that is to actually run dungeons wearing that faction's tabard. So obviously wearing the Gilneas tabard, I would have to buy a Stormwind tabard and run a dungeon. And what I could do is actually, probably I could run Dead Mines solo with the level she's at. I did that on my level, she was 59 at the time, Paladin, and she did fine. Did it mainly because she needed wool, because her first aid was very low because I boosted her, and her professions remained pathetic. If I had leveled her professions to level 75 before I boosted her, then it would have boosted her professions along with her level. But I forgot about that little tidbit of information. But I think it would really help if you boosted a character and they gave you money to go along with it. Because like with FF14, if you buy a story skip for one of your characters, they will give you money. Not directly, but they will give you an item that you can sell to give money. To get money. And I kind of wish they did something similar with World of Warcraft. Where's there? The shop isn't available in Classic. There's an online shop that's available in retail, but apparently not in Classic. Oh well. But you can buy a race change, a faction change, a character boost, and there's mounts and minions that you can buy. I've sunk a lot of money into my retail account. Oh, also, can I, that's the wrong thing. Can I queue? Cannot queue. Dang it. There's also a holiday dungeon that you can queue for, but apparently she's not high enough. I can't remember what level you need to be to queue for it. I think 60 at least? I would have to double check on one of my other characters that are high level. There's a Valentine holiday event, and that also has a holiday specific dungeon you can queue for, and I think that one you can queue for pretty early because it takes place in Shadowfang Keep, which is a level 25 dungeon or something like that. But the Brewfest dungeon takes place actually in Blackrock Depths. So I'm not surprised that you have to be pretty high level to get into it. But I'm almost level 50 as it is, so I'll check once I've hit level 50. Oh, cool, just in time. The boat's already almost here. I don't have to wait long. Ding, 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 ding. Sometimes the music can be really good. See, there's Theramore, and there's, missed it. Yeah, Theramore, and then Thousand Needles, and then Tanaris. Yeah. It's weird for me in FF14 because everybody teleports everywhere, and I am quite happy to just take taxis as often as I can, or just travel there myself. So let's actually go to Gadget Zan and do the stuff. I'm with Scorpid and Blood to Thrive, because those are closer, further north, so we'll get to them quicker. This is not very scenic. I mean, the clouds are pretty. So here's Southern Barrens and there's Northern Barrens. So it would have been a longer flight from Ratchet. So here's Tanaris, Uldum. You can see the level is 83 to 84. Ungoro Crater. This is probably where I'll quest next, because there's lots of skinnable mobs that I'll be killing anyway. And then Silithus, which is probably where I'm gonna finish up the base content. Just quest here and here until I hit 60, and then move on to Outland. So this is Dark Shore, Fellwood, Winter Spring, Mount Highjaw. This is the Catazone, one of the ones that you can start in. Ashen Vale. This is Stonetown Mountains, Desolus, which is basically a desert, hence why it's called Desolus. And then Feralus, the green whelps are up here, I think. Yeah, somewhere up here at in the northern end. And then this is actually a raid from Vanilla. Okay. So we're doing these two quests. Where's the frickin' gate? Or I can do that. Just jump over the wall. There we go. But I don't need to worry about using ButcherBot anymore. Try to avoid getting attacked. Okay, here we go. So, one unfortunate side effect of farming, oh look, I got heavy hide. Oh wow. About farming heavy leather is the mobs that I can get heavy leather from are lower enough than I am that they do not count for the grizzly trophies, because you have to get them from enemies that actually give you experience. And the mobs I was killing were actually in Dustwallow Marsh, which they were all great for me, so they wouldn't have given me experience. But these guys, even though they're great for me, do give me experience. So we're looking for the stingers because a goblin at the camp we were at thinks his sister has been poisoned.
We need to target something first.
So he wants the stingers to make an antidote for her. I won't say if he's wrong or right. I just said thinks because that's the assumption that he's going on. Which is a perfectly valid assumption. There's plenty of scorpions to harm her, so it's not like it's like he's coming up with it out of left field. I love that you leave behind paw prints as a Worgen. You leave them behind in snow too. I didn't point it out when we were in Dunmerog. I'm avoiding these guys because it's a whole pack of them. I don't want to deal with a bunch of them at once. So I could. They're green for me, so it's not like it'd be a problem. I just don't wanna. But they would give me, pretty sure they would give me a stinger as well if I killed them. That guy gave me 4 heavy leather. Nice. You know, any one of you could give me your stinger yet. Or am I just that good that I'm destroying your stinger? Or my pet? I'm assuming that when it doesn't drop the stinger, it gets destroyed somehow while in the fight. There we go. Blood to parade. Oh, okay. Let's mount up. Giddy up. Okay. Need to kill these guys. And cows. And all of the folks. There we go. I'm beginning to wonder if I was cutting the wrong mobs. Nope, I am. It just took a while for them to drop what I needed. No wonder they're gathered here. Probably the only source of water besides the ocean for quite a while distance. One more.
Need a target.
There we go. Okay, I'm gonna have to aggro some anyway. Alright. Stop attacking me. I got what I needed from you guys. I don't want to fight you anymore. They want to fight me.
Time is money, friend.
I'm with Scorpion. Do you have them? Oh, please.
Keep it real.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I know a bit of alchemy. I'm not totally useless. Here goes.
Right back.
Level 50. Here we go. This should do it. Chelsea, baby, please drink this. It'll make you feel better. Okay. What is this? Tastes kinda... I'm gonna lay back down now. Cause you gotta get me one of them gnome medics. Chelsea, baby, that's crazy talk. You're delirious. Just hold on a while longer. Gigantipid. No, it didn't work. I don't know what to do unless... Oh gosh, it's worse than I thought. She must have been stung by the one lurking in the cave. I saw it the first night we arrived. Claws the size of a goblin, a tail as tall as a tree. We shared hushed whispers of it around the campfire. We called it Gigantipid. Hey, are you laughing? Stop that. This is serious. Chelsea's life is on the line. Please, I'll make it worth your while. Just bring me Gigantipid's poison gland.
Keep it real.
Like Gigantipid's stinger. So you want... Okay, I already read that before. You ain't been drinking it yourself, eh? I need all of it. Mazoga gathers the pile of blood in his hands and raises it to his mouth. It liquefies and pours gorily down his throat. They drink the blood to get the power. I drink their blood. Mazoga gives you a wide, blood-smeared grin. Why would I want to drink that? Sangfei is a deflector. The blood speaks. I can feel it flow through the sand, drenched in death, a desert of suffering. Mazoga's eyes roll back in his head. There, the blood flows to the south in a valley of bones. Zakaru, spine of Makari, the dark one who demands sacrifice. His father forced from Zulfarak. His ascension interrupted. He will taste blood once more. Mazora reels. Mazora? I think they mean Mazoga. Go Hunter. Zakaru has sanctuaries. You not be wanting him to keep it, trust me. Defeat Zakaru and collect the sealed sanctuaries. Zakaru, spot of Makari. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, let's go after Gigantopod since he's already here, nearby. Stupid. Oh, fuck. Now I'm stuck. Come on. Let me go. There we go. Not there. Over this way. Nope, wrong one. Further this way. Okay. I think I see the cave. Yeah. Gotta kill these guys to get to it. Okay, it's worthy of the name Gigantopod.
It's too far away.
There we go. Okay. So I only had to kill the one scorpion to get to it. Not bad. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn in the quests without aggroing anyone else.
Talk to me! Hurry back!
You're back. Do you have it?
Glad I
Can't believe it. You're amazing. Here, please take your reward. Take anything you want. I've got to save Chelsea. That's a stamina intellect trinket. Those are leather boots. And there's strength stamina. So that's 95, 80, 95, 80, 64, 53. So
Hurry
that's
back!
okay. Chelsea, baby, sit up. I've got it. This is gonna cure you. Oh, gosh, I ain't drinking that. I can smell it from here. Just let me sleep the food poisoning off, okay? Food poisoning? Wait, you mean those basilisk steaks? That's all it is? Black, don't even say it. Of course it was, since we're so undercooked. What do you think poisoned me? Nothing, honey. I'm just glad you're okay.
Time is money, friend.
So that's part of the reason why I said he thought that's what was wrong with her. Because, of course, I've obviously done these quests before, so I know what happens. Okay.
Have a good
Okay, moving on. Let's take care of this. It's been a while since I've done these quests, so I don't remember exactly how this goes. I vaguely remember, but it's been quite a few years. Go away. So he said something about a graveyard. Come on. Did not mean to do that. There we go. Valley of Bones. Yeah, so I think I was actually here already. I came here for the fire rocks. Okay. Over. Go away! You're not who I want to fight.
That spell isn't
There's the guy I want to fight. So these are basically wind elementals or air elementals. The lasher is not fit for mortal hands. Sealed sang praise. Okay, back we go. Yeah, go away. I'm ignoring you, cause I can. As long as I don't get knocked off my mount, I'm okay. Well, that helps somewhat. Thank you. So we don't want that one, because that one has the trolls that we fought earlier. This one. Go away. Did the spirit speak true, Mom? You got it? Mazoka grins as he takes the sword from you in both hands. Didn't like it much, eh? More in this world, Chris, blood than just trolls, Mom. Let's find the other blade. That's intellect, dang it. I can't use either of these, because this is plate and this is a maze, so that's 196. Well, that gives me gold. Darkest mojo. Janga Perez eludes me, Mom. The blood is not enough. We're gonna need something stronger to find it. When you need every troll you got to help you out to scrape by, one of them dying on you is a big problem, Mom. And that's why the Sand Fury learns to raise our dead. With the voodoo, you fall over, you just get back up again and keep working. Forever. The zombies we make be imbued with darkest mojo. You go on to the west and find a whole mess of them and get me that mojo, yeah. Got 6 darkest mojo from Sand Fury zombies. Okay.
I got what you need.
Okay, I can sell that. probably just gonna toss the tokens in
Keep it
my
real.
bank vault eventually. Okay, this way. So there's actually a dungeon over here, right up here. This is all a dungeon. That I am actually too high a level for. Oh, I forgot to check. That's not it. That's it. Ah, dang it. Okay.
Don't have a target. I need a target.
Dang it. Doing so good until the very last one I need. There we go. And you notice that first one came back. Oh, the second one just came back. Just like when we were helping that zombie death knight in Eastern Plaguelands. Had to be careful around the graves. You got the stuff, Mom? Mazoga tilts his head back and inhales the clumps of mysterious material. His eyes flash. Powerful stuff, Mom. Ah, if you could see what I see now. Maybe you'll go try it yourself sometime. Dispute its call. Yes, I see the other half now, Mom. To the south. We'll be close now, Mom. It's in an oasis buried in the muck beneath the water. Don't delay. Search for junk. There is a protector. So that's cloth, leather, intellect, and plate. Okay. So it's actually where we were killing trolls before, if I remember correctly. Too bad just running over critters doesn't kill them. Oh, not here. Further south. We'll just run through their water. I think I see it. Joke's on you, man. I found junk trace long ago. Had both the halves. Yeah, the song trace is mine again. Only thing to behold. Song trace and lash are be rejoined. He just wants to get him mojo. Make him stronger. I found Junctures long ago had bolted the halves to some widely one, steel on the way and denied. Now this Junctures is mine again. The only thing you'll be finding here is your own fresh grave. Behold, Sultaris Elisha be rejoined. Enough of this. Chief Sunscope can't remind me if I'm dead, yeah? Farewell, man, for good. I forgot that's what happened. Yay, wet sand. So now we're gonna report to that guy that we originally reported to. Shut up. Leave me. Stop it. Go away. I do think he needed help figuring out where that missing half was. But I think he wanted the Darkest Mojo to help make him just a little bit stronger.
How may I help? Good luck, friend.
Mazoga? He's taking a sword? That filthy Trenton glowers for a moment. At least you escaped with your life. The Lasher's bite is a vicious one. 79, 46, 36, 7, 38, 81. That one.
Till next we meet.
Into Zolfarak. Okay, that's actually sends me to actually do the dungeon, which I'm not gonna do right now.
Ah, potential customer.
Okay. Oh, no sale price. Fine. But we can sell them this stuff.
Be
Okay.
good.
So I know I said I was gonna keep going until I finished Tanaris, but I realized there's not just this stuff down here, there's also stuff here. I'll actually see what I find when I get down south, and maybe I'll just skip the rest and pick up the quest to go into Ngoro Crater. I don't remember how you get that. Go away.
Hello.
Show me where I can fly.
See you
There. Because this area here is another hive. If you can't tell, this looks the same as that. So I forgot there's a whole quest chain here. But Ngoro Crater is level 50 to 55, so I'm technically high enough to just go on to Ngoro Crater. So I might just go ahead and do that, rather than continue with these quests. But yeah, Ngoro Crater is exactly what it sounds. It's basically a big bowl that's filled with jungle. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out where to pick up the quest to get to Ungaro. Okay.
Hey
This
there.
guy. Tropical Paradise Beckon.
Have a good one.
Hey, you look like a discriminating adventurer. Are you looking for something different, something exotic, something profitable? Well, shake the sand out of your boots because I've got a proposition for you. Willardin Marshall is looking for competent sellswords such as yourself. He's set up camp at Marshall's Stand just southeast of the volcano in the center of lush Ungoro crater. Then again, paradise isn't for everyone, Worgen. It's up to you. Your tropical oasis awaits.
See you later.
There we
Have
go.
a good one.
It was not available before because I was not level 50 yet. Okay. So we're going to ignore all of these. I'm going to drop them later. And head to Ungoro crater. That's the nice thing about this. You don't have to do all of the quests here if you don't want to. Fine. I do need to train. Gave me Scorpion scale. Interesting. Okay, so this is actually, this area here, you end up coming here to go to Uldum, which is the second to last zone you visit for Cataclysm. So while I was trying to figure out where to go to pick up the quest, which I was actually already in the right spot, one of the things they mentioned is that there aren't any humanoid mobs to kill. See, this expedition goes into Uldum, but I can't do that because I'm not high enough. I'm not nearly high enough. I need 30 more levels, more than that. But yeah, there's no humanoid mobs, so there's no one that's going to drop cloth in Ungoro Crater. So if I wanted an area that dropped cloth, I would not pick Ungoro Crater. I'd probably go maybe to Winter Spring, or I forget what the level is in Eastern Kingdoms. But I picked Tanaris because I would have quests to kill skinful mobs, and same reason I'm continuing with Ungoro Crater, because it gives you quests to kill skinful mobs, and you'll see what those mobs are in just a few minutes. Once I get there, I'll probably go ahead and end the stream. So I did finish Tanaris, just not everything that I thought I would. depending on how much thick leather I'm going to need, I may go back and do the quests off stream because they do give me thick, those mobs do give me thick leather, but we'll see how I'm doing in terms of leather here. So you could technically just jump down into Ungoro Crater, but I don't want to risk falling to my death. Thank you very much. I'm tracking. Okay, I'm tracking everything. Greetings, Hunter. For some, the hunter is a way of life, a chosen profession. For others, it is something of a pastime, a badge of courage, or a rite of passage, depending on your tribe. For me, race and profession mean nothing. It is the testing of your spirit and mind that I respect. For one to stand against the forces of nature and test all of their skills is the true mark of honor. If you wish to test yourself and earn my respect, then speak to me more. The bearer of Larkorwi. Once a long time ago, a brother of mine took some meat from one of Larkorwi's kills. He didn't know it at the time, but Larkorwi saw him from the forest. Larkorwi followed my brother for days, destroying everything he touched. My brother, scared, finally decided to run from the crater and leave Larkorwi behind. Larkorwi killed him not far from this spot. If you want to provoke Larkorwi, find a fresh kill of his and take some of the meat from it. Start your search to the west. Find the carcass of Larkorwi's freshest kill and steal a piece of Theshadon carcass.
We shall meet again.
You want me to deliberately provoke someone? Oh look, fellow Worgen. Ooh, by the Cenarian Circle. Okay, so the Cenarian Circle is basically the druids. Horde Alliance doesn't matter. They're druids, so they work together. Claws of White. Stop, Worgen. I could use the help of a hunter like you. Right outside this camp, there are raptors with deadly claws. I've been using the claws for druid rituals, but it doesn't seem to be working. However, I did notice that some of those raptors sometimes have white claws, when most have deathly black ones. The earth works in strange ways. Maybe you could fetch me some of the white claws, and I'll try one last time. Obtain 5 white Rabosaur claws. Ooh, a Abyss weapon.
Long live Greymane.
Hello, fellow Worgen. So yeah, basically Ungoro Crater is full of dinosaurs. So I will take care of those quests, just not right now. I'm trying to get to the camp so I can pick up the taxi. Taxi! 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 Sorry, that's a reference to a movie. Okay, I see a tower. So the Rabosaurs are basically raptors. So there used to only be one flight point here in the crater, but with Cata they added a second one. Okay. Here we are.
Good day to you.
Hello, stranger, and welcome to the untamed majesty of Ungoro Crater. My name is Willadin Marshall. My sister, our companions, and I make up Marshall Expeditions, scientists and explorers of Athros, wild and great unknown. Tropical paradise beckons.
See you around.
Hey, Holani. Look at the get-up on this one. Willadin turns to face you. Ahem. Our recruiter sent you? Good. Let's start out with a bit of honesty. Ungoro isn't the perfect nirvana that you may have been promised. You've probably figured that out on the way over here, though. Shall we get to work?
Safe travels.
Okay. So we're gonna stop here. There is an inn here. Oh, I see the Hearthstone icon. So over here, tent. But there's oh, he's the innkeeper. Okay. So actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and go back to Stormwind. I picked up the taxi so I can fly back here next time. Okay. Fresh bread for sale. And notice what the Brewfest celebrators are wearing. Those are the outfits you can pick up. I don't think I've ever picked them up. Burning Steps. Oh, look at the quest objective. Report to John J. Keishan at Foamstorm Post in the Burning Steps. By order of His Royal Highness King Baron Rin, all able-bodied citizens of the Alliance are to report to John J. Keishan at Flamestar Post. Your aid is urgently needed to put an end to the Blackrock Orc menace. You can reach the Burning Steps by traveling south from the Searing Gorge through Blackrock Mountain. Look for the Flamestar Post on the far side of the mountain for the glory and honor of the Alliance. You also technically can get to the Burning Steps from Red Ridge Mountains, but it'd be easier to go from the Searing Gorge, except I haven't done any quests in the Searing Gorge, so I can't actually fly to the Searing Gorge. But yeah, somehow John J. Keishan survived that fight with the dragon. I don't think he ever explains how he survived. So the Hunter Trainer has a quest for me.
Can I help you?
The Golem Lord's Creations.
Be careful.
The latest SI-7 intelligence on Blackrock Depths is troubling Jasana. It appears Twilight's Hammer is working with the Dark Iron engineer Arkelmach to create war golems powered by elementals. These golems could prove to be a devastating weapon if used against us. You must prevent that from happening, Jasana. Find the manufacturer of Blackrock Depths, capture the blueprints he's using to make those golems, and recover the elemental modules he's using to power them. Obtain 5 elemental modules from the golems in the manufactory of Blackrock Depths, and recover the elemental golem blueprints. Helm of the Crown.
See you later.
Okay, so actually now I need to train. I seek training. Male specialization, that's it. That's it.
Have a good one.
Okay. So you have one quest that sends you to Shadowfang Keep, and then another one that sends you to Blackrock Depths. And that's it. I know there were quests that teach you how to raise the dead and all of that stuff, but they did away with them with Kata, which I think is just fine. Okay.
For the Alliance.
You can't teach me anything just yet.
What can I do for you?
Neither can you.
Safe
Okay,
travels.
so that's it for today. Thank you for joining me and putting up with me doing the Brewfest and finishing up Tanaris. Well, what I wanted to of Tanaris. I had hoped to finish the test your strength quest, but not quite there. So for now, that's it. I am planning to stream next Sunday. We will be getting back to Butterfly Soup too, because I do want to finish that. And then next Wednesday, the plan is to play Retail, The War Within. And then the following week, more Butterfly Soup 2 on Sunday, and back to Cataclysm Classic. So that's the plan. We'll see how well it goes. Stuff may come up as it did this week. So take care, everyone. Eat, drink, sleep if you need to. Take care of yourself. Self-care is important. Bye.